Well, here's another mental tip that's going to improve your game automatically. I've covered things where you play, safeties when you're actually missing a shot sometimes, and your brain feels better about it. We've showed you long shots are more than short shots in disguise. So these are little mental tips you can apply to your game, and they're gonna raise your game to another level. This particular situation is probably one of the greatest mental tips because everybody has a problem. They've missed an 8-ball before in their life. They've missed a 9-ball before in their life. And it was a critical shot. So here, let's kind of explain the reason that happens. I have on the table set up an 8-ball and a 9-ball. Now, if I were to shoot this 8-ball in the corner pocket, playing position on a 9-ball wouldn't be a problem. I'd just shoot the 8 and play position on a 9-ball. Because, see, your brain is programmed to actually play position from one shot to another. Let's just take, for an example, we're playing a game of 8-ball. If a person breaks an 8-ball, there's 8 balls left on the table, let's say at the beginning, and they've got to run those 8 balls. Well, they make a ball, get position, make a ball, get position, make a ball, get position, make a ball, get position. They do that 7 times. They do the up to the 8-ball. They've actually got position on the 8-ball. Then when they shoot the 8-ball, they're not getting position anymore. So what happens is the brain actually short circuits, and the right brain wants to know why you didn't play position. Well, it's a little bit hard to play position if you don't have something on the table to play position too. So I call this basically an imaginary ball position. Even though I have the 9-ball on the table, I can actually remove this 9-ball, and if you try really hard, you can still see the 9-ball on the table. So the key is to actually place an imaginary ball on the table for position on the shot, just like you played on every other shot that you played on. So here's bottom line what happens. You've got 87.5% of the time, if you shot 1,000 games of 8-ball, 7 out of 8 shots you made a ball, got position, made a ball position. On that one shot, that 8-ball, 12.5% of the time, you didn't play position, so you short circuit. Now, if we simply apply position on the 8-ball to an imaginary ball, you now have 100% make a ball, get position. Here's how it works. We would come over here, we would actually put a 9-ball on the table in our mind. We'd actually visualize that. So when I do it, I actually, even though I'm shooting the 8-ball, I actually come over here and I look at it as though there's a 9-ball on the table. Now, my opponent kind of wonders to know what I'm doing, but I'm actually playing that position in my real live mode. I come back like this. I get ready to shoot the 8-ball. Remember, I'm playing position on the on that 9-ball. I come over like this, shoot the shot like this, come back, and then I'm not quite done yet. I come over like this. I get ready to shoot this imaginary ball. My opponent says, "What are you doing?" And I look at it and I say, "Oh, I guess I won." So in other words, winning becomes an afterthought instead of a pre-thought. A lot of players miss the 8-ball also because they're thinking about making the 8-ball to win. They get into what's called a result-conscious mode. So by simply playing position to an imaginary ball, your winning happens after you actually shoot the winning ball by playing position. Your objective is to play that key imaginary ball position. So if you start doing that, if you're playing 8-ball, play position to a 9. If you're playing 9-ball, play position to a 10, and so on. You'll get the idea, and if you start doing that more often, your game's going to be going to another level, you're going to be winning more games, and you're not missing that critical ball when you have to. So I hope you've enjoyed this CSI instructional tip.